What's up there, people? Hunter Spoke Riders here. Just giving you another quick update on the 1977 El Camino. But before I get into that, this stamping set here, it ain't really hitting on nothing, man. So anybody thinking about buying this, unless you're stamping some thin sheet metal, it ain't really worth the money, to be honest with you. I got the little stamps here. I tried to do it, but I don't know, it just wasn't working out too well. I'll show you my little test piece here if you could even see any of this stuff, but you can't. I don't think it's going to show up on camera, it's so light. But see, the problem with this setup is steel like this, and like the metal from the suspension parts, like the A-arms and trailing arms, it just ain't happening. So basically this is pretty much a waste of money. But you know, I guess it's cool to have, just to say I have it, I guess, I don't know. But that definitely was a waste of time. If you're trying to stamp your car parts, yeah, it ain't happening. See, the problem is basically also, like on the A-arm, it's almost impossible to get it to work because the surface has to be totally flat. And I mean totally flat, which there ain't too many flat surfaces on the A-arm. And then if you do get it flat, that's half the battle. You gotta hit it, and you gotta hit it hard, and you gotta do it in one shot. If you don't do it in one shot, it just ain't happening. You try to hit it 3 or 4 times, and it looks like the letter is just walking on you. And then, like, I tried to do it on that bottom, on that lower A-arm, and you know, like I said, it wasn't, the whole letter wouldn't show up. It'd be like the top of the letter or the bottom of the letter, because almost all the A-arm, every piece is curved on it. There's not too many flat spots. But anyway, so me stamping my A-arms didn't work out. But I did, I gotta say, man, I have to say, this commercial performance coating, I think it's a ALK 200, I think that's a K. I'll have to go back to the old videos and check it out when I show the picture of it. But I must say, for 40 bucks a gallon, I'm pretty damn impressed with this stuff. This is the spray gun I use. I got it from Harbor Freight. I have a bunch of these. Here's the item number if you're interested. Now, yes, it's a cheap gun, but it's basically a throwaway gun. You use these guns maybe, you know, 15, 20 times, and then you just, you know, do whatever. Just chuck them. Keep them clean. You know, it's just a cheap gun. You know, that's what it is. I was just doing suspension parts. I call these disposable guns. They're like, what, $12, $15 or something. And I mean, when they're new, they work great. But you know, as soon as you use them, and if you don't clean them right, you let them sit there, and once they get dirty and get clogged up, it's pretty much a wrap. But you know, it's one of them things where it is what it is. So this is the gun I use. It definitely did the job. Definitely did the job. So I'm happy with that, and I've used them before. I'll probably use this one gun to do the complete suspension, and then you know, then I'll probably never use it again. This is what I started with. This is the before. Well, before minus the bushings removal. But I started out with this. Sandblasted them. Hit it with a little 220 in some spots. Scuffed it with the red Scotch-Brite. Aired it off, or hung it up, aired it off, and just straight shot it. So I went from this to this. Definitely happy with the outcome. For the price I paid for that paint, it's crazy. So that's why I always go to the smaller paint supply stores sometimes rather than order stuff online, because you know the independent guys sometimes gonna give you the hookup, where the online is gonna try to, you know, make that quick sale. They ain't worried about what you're doing. They just want to make that money. So I said my paint supply guy ain't never let me down yet in the 7+ years I've been dealing with him. So definitely happy with this. See if I can turn this without messing up too much stuff. But yeah, man, I'm kind of shocked at the outcome. This old A-arm is looking pretty good. It's looking factory fresh, I must say. It's looking awful creamy. 104.3. That's insane. I was about ready to spend, you know, a couple $100 on some Eastwood paint, or a couple $100 on some chassis, a Pour 15, and all this other stuff. And yeah, this is the lick right here. I can understand why he said all I had to do was power wash it and shoot, because I believe it probably would have stuck. Because yeah, man, I don't even, ain't no words to. I know the camera, the camera's not doing this no justice. But man, it's hard to, you know, if you guys could see this in real life, just how glossy it looks. I wish I would have spent more time. Honestly, I wish I would have spent more time prepping it. If I known it was gonna come out this good, I would have definitely spent more time prepping it. I'm definitely gonna prep the hell out of the rest of them. But this is the driver's side. Do the driver's side first. I want to test it out, and there you have it, man. I mean, let's see if I can. Now what this is 3 heavy coats. I waited 5 minutes in between each coat, and here it is 3 hours later. You know, cheap paint and price, but definitely not cheap in quality. And from what I'm standing right now, it looks pretty good. Use a cheap gun, Harbor Freight Special, and just got it in. I mean, sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. But a lot of guys get their stuff powder coated. That's cool if you got the money for that. But for the El Camino, that's not what this is. This ain't gonna be no show car. This is just a street car. This is just like a little, you know, parts car, you know, like just a little everyday driver. But I still want it to be clean. So, man, there you are. I'm just shocked how good this came out. I don't know about no satin, but it's looking kind of glossy to me. If this is satin, I hate to see the glossy, you know? And the glossy must be, this look like a mirror. If this is supposed to be the satin. So maybe it'll flatten out, but I doubt it, because it's dry to the touch. I didn't touch the part, but I touched this little stick here, and you know, it ain't coming off in my hand on my finger, but it does leave a fingerprint on the stick, so it ain't 100% dry. But from what it is right now, it's looking pretty damn good to me. And it looks like it's definitely a winner. So that's all I'm going to do for this week. And that's all it's going to be. Just give you the weekly update. I've had a pretty busy week last week, between going to the car shows and working on this car. So there it is. 1 A-arm down. 3 more to go. Still got plenty more pieces to paint. I can't really show you a video of me painting the pieces, because you know I ain't trying to get overspray all on my camera and stuff. But it is what it is. There you have 100 Spoke Riders signing out. with a creamy black A-arm. All right, y'all, until the next episode.
I'm not gay, sir. I don't swing that way, sorry. You're not gonna hit anything.
F-250 with 20s off-road tires. You know the funny part? I got that whole comment on tape.
What'd you say?
So I got that whole comment you just said on tape.
What comedy set?
About just saying, I can't guide you out because I'm not gay.
What?
You just say I can't guide you out because I'm not gay?
Is that
I got that whole comment on here on the video.
what I just said?
Yeah.
Oh, you see it?
That's funny. I was recording this truck.
Can you hear me say that?
Yeah.
I want to hear it. Can't guide you out, I'm not gay.
Okay. Anyway, like I was saying, brand new F-250. 20-inch rims, off-road tires, lifted. Pretty nice. Slightly lifted, not too outrageous, like some of the other trucks we get here. Some of them barely fit through the tunnel. But this one's all decent. 20-inch BMF wheels.